So here are some of the real reasons why so many buyers regret buying new construction homes. What are they, Chad?
So reasons like going over your budget that you set in the first place and going over construction timelines. Those are two of the biggest pain points, and we'll get into some of the other reasons. So make sure you stay tuned and watch the whole video.
So what counts as new construction? What can we define new construction as?
So new construction is typically anything that's newly built within the last 6 months to a year, something that nobody's lived in before. If you're buying a house that somebody has lived in before, that's not new construction, that's pre-existing construction. New construction is something that nobody's ever lived in before, brand new to you, brand new to the world.
So some of the new construction homes consist of custom builds, meaning that you are working with a builder that you are planning your future home from the ground up. So it's completely customized to your family and your needs in that area. A semi-construction home, meaning that if a person or a builder have a new construction structure already built, you can work with them for customization like flooring, cabinetry, appliances, or even the handles on the cabinetry. You can customize to your liking. So that is a semi-custom home. You want to see whether or not you want to do a quick move-in or versus a fully ground up build. So those are the two different types of new construction homes. So what are the positives of building a new construction home?
So some of the positives of building a new construction home are things like everything's brand new. You don't have to worry about any maintenance issues, like you don't have to worry about the roof being 20 years old, because the roof is literally brand new because the whole house is new. Your HVAC, your furnace, your AC, they're all brand new. Mm-hmm. Everything is literally brand new.
And you can actually rely on those brand new appliances being a modern, at the moment, style, and they can be energy efficient compared to the old existing Maytag that 1950 home has.
Yeah, those are not very energy efficient compared to today's standards.
No.
Like when we bought our house was built in the late 1800s. Mm-hmm. Our house had really old windows that are probably from the early 1900s. Mm-hmm. When we bought our house, there were single pane windows. We could feel every draft in the window, that blew in the winter through those windows. Mm-hmm. So we replaced our windows the very first year that we moved in here. Our windows are so much more energy efficient now. But that came at a big expense to us buying a pre-existing house. Now, if we bought new construction, our windows would be brand new, and they'd already be energy efficient.
And all these items, including the appliances and the HVAC and the furnaces, the builders usually apply warranties or apply or give you guys the warranties to make sure if it does break down, you're able to fix it if it was under the manufacturer warranty or however the warranties are read. Like we said, customization, you can depend on the customization, fully customized if you're doing a ground up build, meaning that you are working with that builder and you can fix the layout that you want to do in your new home. Like I said, the semi-custom, the layout's already there. All you do is those little tweaks to fit your personality or fit your family's personalities.
Customization depends on the stage of building that you're at. If you're buying a spec home that's already there, you may be able to customize it a little bit more depending on what stage of building they're at. If they're in the rough-in stage, if they're at the drywall stage, if they're already putting the counters and the cabinetry and stuff like that, then you have a little less customization. But if they're still digging the foundation, then you have a lot more customization there. Incentives, Aalia. What kind of incentives do builders usually offer buyers?
So some of the incentives that you can face, and depending on that builder, you can actually see a rate buy down for your
For your loan.
Yeah, for your purchase price and stuff. And the credits that they allow to offset certain, like a closing cost credit or a credit because that driveway isn't set, or whatever credits that they have to entice that buyer to buy the builders' houses.
For like closing cost credits and stuff like that. Builders don't want to hold on to houses. They don't like carrying costs. So they want to move these houses as fast as they can. So they offer all kinds of crazy incentives. They offer really crazy interest rates if you use their lenders. Like right now, interest rates are at that 6-7% rate, but some lenders are offering interest rates as low as 3 or even 4% just to use their lender and buy their houses. So if you're looking for a really low 2020 interest rate, some builders are offering really low interest rates right now. So you just have to go out there and look for the new construction house that you like and talk to that builder and see what kind of incentives they're offering right now.
So we just talked about the positive side of buying new construction. Now let's talk about not so positive sides. So what are the not so positive side of buying a new construction build or a home is you're going to probably face delays because we live in a Midwest that has different seasons. So you're looking at weather delay. I mean, they can't do any construction as the ground is frozen, or even if it's too raining, they won't work on the home. So it will delay your build later on.
Material delays, if they can't get certain materials in, that delays the process. If they can't get certain permits approved through the city, that delays the process. Certain things the builder just can't control, and it just delays the process sometimes. Higher upfront costs and lot premiums. So sometimes it just costs more for the lot that you're buying. You know, if you have a lot that's a corner lot, so it's a bigger lot than the rest of the lots, that lot usually costs more than like the interior lots that are smaller. So that adds to the price of the house because of course the builder isn't selling you the lot for free. You have to buy that piece of land that they're building the house on. So if you're buying a bigger lot size, that adds onto your costs. Keep that in mind when you're buying a new construction house.
And then talk about the lot size. We're talking about the landscaping may not be fully developed or even developed at all. So in order for someone to build on a land, they have to have dirt, correct? So they are not going to put down grass, so they don't want to mess it up until the very last moment if they do decide to put down grass before moving on. Sometimes they don't put on, and then the buyer is required to put down their own lawn and seed grade all the land to make sure that lawn isn't bumpy or holey. So you're going to risk having a toddler going out in that mud and making mud pie and bringing that into the house. So keep that in mind.
It's one of the things you gotta check on that contract when you sign with that builder is see what they finish for you at the last step of the building process. Do they seed your lawn? Do they grade everything final? Do they do final grading? Because they bring in all that heavy construction equipment to dig the foundation, to put the rafters up and all that stuff. Do they grade everything? Do they grade all the dirt away from the house? Do they reseed the lawn? Do they put sod down for you? Or is that up to you as the homeowner to do that after the purchase, after the fact?
Or do they put a driveway in, or are you responsible putting that driveway and the sidewalk in?
Yeah, some builders don't even put a driveway in for you when the new construction is done. Some builders don't even offer an appliance package for you. They don't include a stove, refrigerator, dishwasher, washer, or dryer. It just depends on the builder. Some do, some don't. So make sure you check all that stuff when you're buying new construction.
So, and then the next part of buying a new construction build is the surprising cost that may catch some buyers off guard. You think of a build that they provide, let's say the window treatments, meaning the blinds and the gutters outside, or even finishing the basement. Some builders don't even put the gutters in. That will rely on the buyers to buy or purchase the gutters and place it onto the house, and that's an extra cost right there.
In window treatment, something as simple as window treatments, like You take this for granted as a homeowner. You know, closing your blinds when you want some privacy in your house, closing your curtains at night. Builders don't put that in the house when they're done with the construction. Your windows are left completely open, no blinds, no curtains, no shades, nothing like that. You get literally a blank canvas, white walls, open windows, open shades. That's up to you as the homeowner to do yourself at your own cost. Now, builders will do that for you, but it comes at an extra expense, of course. So that does add up at the end.
So you see how a $400,000 build or a house can easily become a $460,000 house in a matter of moments.
So builders are generally pretty trustworthy, but there's always things that they tend to hide or not tell buyers when you're meeting with them, right, Aalia?
Right. After all, they are salespeople. They do want the bigger bang up for their buck, so they are going to make sure they're going to push on you on items that you don't really need, but they're going to make it look like you need it.
Make it look like a good value.
Exactly. So you definitely need your own agents, and that's where we step in. We make sure your interests are protected throughout the whole process until the very end of the process, and you're signing those papers, even afterwards as well. We're here to help, so make sure you reach out to us when you start looking for your build. They have a preferred lender, which means it doesn't mean that it's going to give you the best deal. It's just, again, they're going to be working for the builder and not for you.
The lender might give you the best deal. We don't know, but we always encourage our buyers to shop around, check multiple lenders. Check our lenders, check your lender, check their lender. See who gives you the best deal. I don't know.
So the quality differences and the upgrades can trap you into paying more for this house that was quoted you $400,000. But like I said, we are here to help you and tell you, don't get that gold cover dishwasher. You don't really need it.
It'd be pretty cool though if you did have a gold-plated dishwasher.
True, but you don't need it.
No, probably not. And the builder will come to you in multiple steps during the building process and say, hey, we can upgrade your granite countertops to quartz, but of course it's an extra fee. And you know, when they're digging your foundation and putting your basement in, they'll say, you know, you're not paying for a finished basement, but we can go ahead and finish it for you. You know, it's just an extra $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 on top of your payment that you're already making. But we're happy to go ahead and do that for you. So, you know, just make sure that you watch out for that kind of stuff. They make it look like a really good value and not very much more money. But when you get that final bill, when the new construction is totally done, you're like, wow, that really added up really quickly. My mom just bought new construction a couple years ago, and she didn't even upgrade that much. She just upgraded like a few light fixtures, some doorknobs, handles on her cabinetry and stuff. And it quickly added up. I think she added on about $20,000 on her new construction. And when her new construction was totally done, she's like, that added up really quickly.
So is new construction worth it in 2025, Chad?
So new construction is definitely worth it, but it depends on what you need. What are you looking for? New construction generally is for people that want their forever home. They don't plan on leaving that home for quite a while, maybe for the rest of their lives. Market conditions here in Kenosha and Pleasant Prairie inventory is still really tight. So if you need a house, but you just can't find it on the open market, new construction might be perfect for you because you're not waiting for that perfect house to come up. You're literally building your own house. You're creating your own inventory. Builders, like we said earlier, offer some really great incentives. And right now, as prices continue to rise, you can lock in that today's prices and have your house tomorrow at today's prices. So new construction might be right for you, but new construction prices are typically higher than existing construction prices. So only you can make that decision.
So if you're asking yourself, do I need to move soon or can I wait? Or are you okay with dust, noise, and growing pains? Are you emotionally okay with waiting and the unexpected delays? As realtors, we can't answer that for you, but we can help with real estate questions throughout the whole process. And make sure you contact us at any time at 262-331-1621 with your questions, and we are more than happy to let you know the answers to it.
So here are a few tips for you when you're buying new construction. Make sure that you always have your own agent, because your agent works for you and not for the new construction builder. And you want to have somebody that's on your side, helping guide you through the process and working for you, making sure that you're not making any mistakes and not getting yourself into too much trouble while going through the process.
And make sure you get everything in writing, whether it's a text or even email, to make sure if they do tend to do something that was not agreed upon, you have evidence to provide that you had told them and you guys both agreed for that.
And understand the timelines before signing. Say, the builder will give you timelines before you sign. Say, this is when the new construction should be done, this is when this should be done, and that should be done. And understand that this is when your house should be done, so that if you have a house to sell, you know when you should put your house on the market, so they can hopefully have your house sold and be moved into your new construction house without any hiccups and without being homeless for an extended period of time.
And understanding the timelines and when every phase is completed, because of the fact that you are still paying, you will be paying off of your loan before you officially close on the whole project. So if phase 1 is done, you will pay whatever amount that is being drawn out of that funds at that time. And then phase 2, phase 3, or phase 4, and make sure you do have that money readily available to be able to pay throughout the process.
So if you're thinking about buying a new construction home here in the Kenosha racing area, make sure that you give Aalia or Aya a call at 262-331-1621 or shoot us a text anytime. We're happy to help guide you through the process. Or make sure that you grab one of our guides down here in the description of the video. We can't wait to see you on the next video. Have a fantastic rest of the day.
So there are a few real reasons why so many buyers regret buying new construction. I hate my hands.
They're so cute.
Here is the real reason. It's not going to be good for yours. It's not going to be looked out. Oh god damn. And with waiting and on it, yeah.